Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, today in the morning, Raila Odinga was expected at Kamukunji ground, and he had even announced earlier in an interview yesterday that let's go to Kamukunji to commemorate the life that was lost for those who fought for second liberation of this country, wale walitutangulia kwa kupigania uhuru wa vyama vingi, multi-party democracy. So we were expecting Raila Odinga at Kamukunji grounds, but he did not show up. And so today in the evening, Raila Odinga decided to go and address Kenyans from Serena Hotel. And he came from Serena Hotel after the press was waiting. Really, journalists were there waiting, only to discover that Raila was showing up with the funny faces like Robert Alai and the rest. You know, people who do not have wisdom to offer at all. That's the people that Raila showed up with in that press conference. Now, Raila is giving the reason why he did not go to Kamukunji. And he goes on to allege that the roads heading to Kamukunji were blocked. And since the police had mounted the roadblock, he could not go to Kamukunji. That is the reason why he did not show up, Raila Odinga.
I did give an interview with the media and said that today, the 35th anniversary of Sabasaba, I was going to go to Kamukunji to join other Kenyans in commemorating this very important day. Unfortunately, as you all know, circumstances, today there are roadblocks all over town, which has made it difficult for people to move to Kamukunji. In the circumstances, I've decided therefore to talk to the media here at Serena. Some of you...
Now, as Raila is speaking about going to Kamukunji, and how he was blocked going there, this was the real situation on the ground at the Kamukunji grounds.
Walinda usalama wakiwa wameshika doria kuzuia waandamanaji kupita katika barabara hiyo. Picha unazoziona za moja kwa moja ni Kamukunji, sehemu ambayo kinara wa chama cha ODM Raila Odinga, ambaye kwa sasa anashirikiana na serikali ya Rais William RUTO, alikuwa ametangaza kwamba kutakuwa na mkutano wa maadhimisho ya Sabasaba kuwakumbuka vigogo wa kisiasa ambao walipigania demokrasia na kuwepo kwa uhuru wa vyama vingi vya kisiasa.
Now, is it true that Raila did not have an option to be at Kamukunji because the police blocked the roads? Is it true? Or there are other reasons that made Raila Odinga not to step at Kamukunji grounds? That is the big question we are asking on this pipeline. And I would want us to look deeper into this discussion. But before we go into that, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, imagine Raila Odinga is in the government. Currently, he is a man who is offering his advice to the president. And seemingly, the president is listening to Raila Odinga more than he listens to Kithure Kindiki and his group of advisors. That is the truth. And so Raila and William Ruto are in communication. They are communicating. So this makes Raila Odinga, in the eyes of Kenyans, to see him as part of the government, to associate him with the government. That is all what Kenyans know about Raila William Ruto relationship. So if you have the president's ear, you have his number, and you want to go to Kamukunji, you have offered your advisors to this government. You have offered a team in the cabinet in what it refers to as watu specialist wa kuenda kufanya kazi kwa serikali. Then what can stop you from making a phone call njia ifunguliwe? If Raila was really interested in going to Kamukunji, angekuwa amefika Kamukunji. He is part of this government. There is nothing that can block William Ruto to go to where he wants, unless his life is in danger. So, was Raila Odinga's life in danger, or he just made a decision not to go to Kamukunji? Because for me, I don't believe his statement. This is just excuse. He's looking for scapegoat. Kuna scapegoat hapa. Haiko. He literally avoided going to Kamukunji. There is something that Odinga knows very clear. And he listens to the ground. The only difference is that when it comes to making a decision. So, having looked on the ground, the issue is that he has been a beneficiary of the previous Gen Z's protest. That is when ODM and UDA went into a post-election coalition agreement. Gen Z had threatened William Ruto's presidency. He felt threatened. So that's the situation now. Ako part of this government. If Raila Odinga would have made a mistake to go to Kamukunji, he will have no team to accompany him. Forget about harming him. He will have no team to accompany him to Kamukunji. He will have a few individuals around him taking him to Kamukunji. That alone was going to create a perception among Kenyans about Raila Odinga. And that's then losing a political mileage. He was not ready for that embarrassment, because he has been known as a man who pulls crowd and thrive in such crowds. But imagine when you go and you don't have a crowd, whom are you going to address? The other question is, were youth ready to listen to Raila Odinga at Kamukunji grounds? Walikuwa tayari kumsikiza. Seemingly, Raila Odinga, through the intelligence, he learned that he might lack audience at Kamukunji ground to address. I was reading some of the reactions from Kenyans, and you saw someone saying that Nowadays, the youth do not consider Raila Odinga's statement, whether it is positive or negative. They don't take him serious. They take it like a mere statement that has no any value or meaning or impact for that matter. That has been the perception among Kenyans when it comes to Raila Odinga. So, when you already have such perception, how do you welcome such a person? How do you listen to such a person? How? Like how? It cannot be. So, he discovered there is no audience to address. He discovered. And so, he avoided going to Kamukunji. All these other stories, Raila is just giving his own mere statement. But the truth is that he was well aware there was no one to listen to him. There was no audience. He reads comments. He has advisors who will tell him what is happening. Kamukunji was going to be a no welcome for Raila Odinga. And even there was already a protest. So what Raila Odinga would have faced at Kamukunji ground, it was going to be a protest. So he feared, because already online, as youth are telling William RUTO that you will be one term, they are in equal measures telling Raila Odinga there will be no term. William RUTO is one term, Raila Odinga is no term. So no term, one term. No term, one term. Imeanza kukuja. And he was cleverly watching that. So with that, he knew that the ground is not friendly to him. So the best way to win the war is to avoid it. And indeed, Raila Odinga avoided going to Kamukunji knowingly. It was not by accident, it was intended. I don't know your views, but please let us know in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in our next video.